Who's writing this? How many times is woman gonna ask where Nuck at? Tiffany having a wedding at her house so that Nuck can be there. Why is he so eager to punch women? I don't understand it. What's going on, y'all? It's your favorite TV movie guy, and we are talking The Shad, season 8, episode 6. This will contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, save it, come back, because there's gonna be a lot to talk about. We start out with Victor and Tiffany in the backyard burying Nuck. It's so dark in this episode. It took me a while to see that she's in her own backyard burying this guy. Like, jeez, like. And of course, Keisha's gonna call, and Keisha's so excited about her engagement. So she calls Emmett's ex-wife to brag about it. Like, how exciting is that? And in the midst of her bragging about it, she brings up her kid's father, who's dating Emmett's ex-wife. And she's asking where he is because she wants to share the news with him. But of course, Tiffany can't tell where he is because she's burying him at the exact moment. You would think that after such a big deal where she proposed to the man of her dreams and he proposed to her, the woman of his dreams, at the same time that the last thing that she would be doing is thinking about Nuck. Then we see Tiffany showing Keisha around the crime scene. I mean, Keisha around the house where her engagement party is going to be. If you just committed a crime, I don't understand why you would want people at the crime scene, roaming through the crime scene just freely. Then, just to be annoying, she asks Tiffany again about Nuck. Like, lady, this is a recurring theme in this episode. How many times are you going to ask about Nuck? Just ask all your questions about Nuck right now. Let's get this shit out the way. And I don't understand why Tiffany would keep up with this. He ghosted her. He did this. Like, he's the head of the 63rd mob. Like, why would he ghost everybody? Why not just say he was working with the police, he was a snitch, he's in witness protection? Based on the life and as many bodies as Nuck dropped, and she knows he dropped Duda, and it's come out that he's dropped past Zeke, why would it be possible that he wouldn't be taken out instead of that fact that they got into an argument, so he's ghosting the world because him and Tiffany got into an argument? Who's writing this shit? And you know, and Keisha's saying that it's been a week and she still hasn't heard from him. After 24 hours, you call the police. Where's Detective Tucson? Like, I'm tired of asking this every week. Where are the police? How do you have a drama show about crime and not have police? We got Shad running around acting like the police. Then for no apparent reason at all, we see Jackie and Brittany at a table, and Jackie gives Brittany some money knowing that she's too broke to pay it back. And of course, Brittany then asks about a murder. And Jackie tells her about the murder because Brittany is so concerned with it being blood money. This is the same lady who was spying on Bakari for Duda. Like, you wasn't worried about blood money when you were spying on Bakari. Remember when he had her spying for the book? He was writing a book and he wanted to make sure what was in the book that took up the whole plot line for season 6 and season 7, book that came out and just went away after episode 1 of this season. That book, the book that they made such a big deal about that Duda was paying to make sure nothing was in it. Nobody bought the book. Yeah, she confesses to killing Nora for Rosalind, and all it took for her to confess was, "You can trust me." Then we see Smitty and Big Mike pressing out Tiffany at the house looking for Nuck, and for no reason at all, Smitty says, "Well, did you kill him?" Like what? Like, why do they have this guy so eager to punch women? Like, he wanted to punch Tiffany so bad. Like, why does he get a hard on for punching women? Like, why did this character not leave when the Nuck storyline died? Like, why is he still around? We see Emmett and Keisha with the wedding planner, and I love this about the shot. I love how they get our black legends, our black actors from the 90s, and they keeping them employed, and they doing. I love saying that she was the wedding planner. This wedding not gonna happen, y'all. They arguing over the guest list. They arguing over everything. I mean, one person wants a small wedding, one person wants a big wedding. I mean, she wanted a small wedding, but it seemed like the whole city of Chicago was at the engagement party. Let me see Tiffany and Bakari, and I just knew I would have bet any amount of money that Bakari excuse for when Tiffany asked him why he didn't say nothing was because he didn't have a choice. He didn't use those words. What he said was he was scared of Nuck too. Whatever reason, the same Bakari that pillow talked to Lene, that Lene went and told in the girls group the business that Bakari pillow talks, so she knows Bakari pillow talks. So for whatever reason, she tells Bakari she killed Nuck. I mean, if I could just rewind and see Vic's face when she says that, like, you big dummy, you dummy. For no reason at all, she tells him she killed Nuck, and then tells Bakari to move into Nuck's place. I just think the writers don't care. I just think the writers just wanted to put some bullshit out this last season. I really think they stopped caring. So she tells Bakari to move in, that he now works for her. So Bakari is like some sort of Jamaican. He works for Tiffany. He works for Reggie. And he still works at Smokey's full time. So Bakari has 3 jobs. And then we see him moving into Nuck's place. And he's not moving in as if Nuck is gone and Nuck is coming back. And he's just waiting for Nuck to get back. Like, he was living on the couch at one point. Now he's in the bedroom. He's throwing out Nuck clothes, putting his clothes into place, and moving into Nuck's bedroom. Again, who's writing this shit? And of course, we can't go an episode without a Menace to Society reference. So we see Brittany and Bakari talking, and she's talking to him about moving to Atlanta. I don't need to go into details about why he's not going to Atlanta. We already know what's going to happen on this shitty ass show. She does tell him that Jackie knocked off some lady for Reg and how dangerous it is for him to be working for Reg. And this Bakari just puts that in, oh, Shad girl just got knocked off like that. Then we see Victor giving Shad a lecture about not doing anything stupid, laying low, not wanting to go back to jail. This is the same Victor who went to the same house that he was arrested at after touching a dead body, moving a dead body. He goes to the same house, sees someone else get unalived, and moves the dead body. Why is Vic giving anybody a lecture about doing stupid shit? Get to the engagement party, like I said, if Keisha wants a small wedding, she sure didn't want a small engagement party because the whole city of Chicago is there except for EJ. We got Keith there for absolutely no reason. He has no ties to Emmett. The last we saw, Emmett fired him for doing so. How did he get an invite? Why is he there? Why is Fatima there? Who the fuck knows Fatima? Like, why is Fatima there? You see Emmett and Vic have a conversation, and everybody's worried about Nuck. More worried than Tiffany is. He asks about Nuck, and Vic says, he gives some excuses about he left, he heard him leave. Emmett's really not buying it. Vic tells him just enjoy his engagement party. And Emmett does know that that's not his business. He's here to celebrate his love with his fiance and not be worried about Nuck. Emmett got the memo. He minds his business and moves on. I do believe this will haunt Emmett in the future. Like I say in my last video, Emmett will have to make a choice. Everybody was in the comments telling me he's going to choose Keisha. I'm not so sure. And for no reason at all, we get these damn kids again. Whatever Jake and Papa did to production, to the writers, to the directors, to the showrunner, I don't know. But for these kids to get more screen time than Jake and Papa, it's diabolical. How are these little kids getting more screen time and more? I mean, obviously, I know why. These little kids can act. As annoying as they are on screen, they can act. But still, if we're doing everything for nostalgia, we're bringing Sonny back for nostalgia, give us the ending for Jake and Papa. I hope Devontae gets drug tested next episode. He's going to fail, and I hope he gets sent to juvie, and that will be the end of these kids. I keep saying it. I don't want to see these kids. I don't give a damn about these kids. These kids can go to hell, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care about them. I don't care how much they try to force them into this show. If they want Emmett to be a father, he got another kid he can be a father to. Then we see a strange scene. We see Tiffany ask Vic what him and Emmett was talking about. He tells him Emmett was asking about Nuck, and her response is, "Can I trust you?" This question comes after she shot Nuck in the head, after Vic helped her move the body, and after she told Bakari what she did. Now you want to ask Vic, can you trust him? Now you're asking, can you trust Vic? And then the whole him being the bodyguard now. What are we doing? What are we? Why does Tiffany need a bodyguard? What are we doing? Again, we see Keisha with Tiffany, and Keisha again ask about Nuck. We get it. Keisha's worried about Nuck. We could have left this at the first time she asked. We didn't need her to be asking 6 or 7 times this episode about Nuck. Then we see Bakari and Detective Shad talking, and Shad is asking questions, and right on cue, just like we knew, Bakari can't hold water. He loves to pillow talk and be a chatty patty. He tells on his sister. He says, "Hey, I don't know what happened to Nora, but I think my sister might." For no reason at all. For no reason at all. He just wants to chatty pat at this engagement party. Let me see a scene where Emmett and Keisha, she's finally paying her fiance some attention, and she's not asking about Nuck, and they decide to have a medium, whether they want to meet into the middle. I'm going to be the first to say this wedding will not happen. I know we said Kevin's coming back. Kevin coming back for a funeral. I'm gonna put my money on it. This wedding will not happen. Keisha is just, she just became so unbearable for me. Like, she just won't let Emmett be happy for shit. She can't let Emmett have nothing. Then we see a scene with Shad and Reggie, and this scene was funny to me. Shad pulls the gun on Reggie, and Reggie tells him what he wants to know. But when Reggie tells Shad he doesn't have anybody, and Shad replies he has his girl, Reggie puts his head closer to the gun. Like, I felt every inch of that. Like, if all you got is your girl, if all Reggie has is his girl, yeah, he puts his head to the gun. Hey, shoot me now. That's all I got. Reggie wants to reconcile with his brothers. Depending on how they do it, I wouldn't really mind that, but just knowing how the writing's been, it's just something's just going to be off about it, and it's just going to irritate me even more. It makes no sense for Shad's story arc for him to be going backwards. Some of these characters, they're going backwards. Shad has always been about staying out of prison, doing the right thing. He's been talking to Bakari about doing the right thing. I mean, that's how we got introduced to him, for really him and Bakari's relationship, and now that relationship is just non-existent. Now Shad has become the hobo, the bum, that's always with a different woman every other episode, and now he's going backwards to the streets where he's fought so hard to not be looked at as a street dude. Let me get to the final scene, and I want to say, like, Tiffany is being so nice, and Tiffany gives Keisha exactly what she wants, and she's going to make sure the wedding is at her house so that Nuck can be in attendance. I mean, that was just so nice of her. Like, Keisha really does owe Tiffany a lot. She really does owe Tiffany a lot to make sure that her baby father is at the wedding. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode. Another filler episode to me. We didn't close any storylines. If anything, we added a few, but I don't know how many episodes we got. Some people say we have 10, so that's 4 episodes left. Somebody the other day told me we only have 2 episodes left. If we have 2 episodes left, I'm going to be vastly disappointed in this show. I'm already disappointed, but I feel like in 4 episodes, you can kind of get it right, I feel. But if it's only 2 episodes left, this is a disaster. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all thought, and I'm out.